अखंड मंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन वन्दे श्री गुरवे सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Shanti, Shanti. Mind is in habit of always fluctuating and always thinking and always labeling something as good, bad, nice, ugly, or creating relationships of friendliness, animosity, or ignorance, ignoring the person or object. And mind is like a commentator who has to comment on everything, and it is not just one comment. It's going to be chain of comments, like a commentator doing the job for a match. So their job is to keep on speaking non-stop. In old days, the matches were heard, not seen. So the radio commentators had a very peculiar job to give every nitty-gritty detail of what color uniforms are worn by the sportsmen, to color of grass, to color of sky, to color of stadium, to color of things, and then how the people are looking excited, but then what they're wearing. And any sportsman, when they would begin to play, then what he is looking at that particular moment, then they would hypothetically say, he might be thinking this or this. So they are also going to comment on what the sports person is thinking or hoping. Or he say if they missed a goal or they missed an opportunity, then they would comment on the emotion of not only that person but also of people around him, and also about the crowd, and also about the history of that person. So they would be like doing a psychoanalysis also. So your mind is exactly like that. It's always going to say something. It will never go mum, it will never be silent, it will never be in a zone where it says that I don't need to or have to say something about everything. And on the top, the Western thinkers gave this idea that an empty mind is devil's home, so keep your mind engaged. And this is the worst kind of statement which can be made on emptiness of mind. From Buddha to various other masters, they had been working how to make the mind empty. And here these novice, amateurish people are commenting and writing their PhD thesis that empty mind is a home of devil and we have to always keep our mind engaged. So keep doing something. Keep thinking. Unfortunately, the kind of material progress which happened in Western world, they couldn't do that same progress in sphere of their mind or consciousness or Atma. So they lag behind. But mind is least understood by the psychiatrist and the psychologist. So people who are holding the degrees and who claim that they know the mind actually have no clue about it. And there are certain things which they learnt, and there were certain things where the founder of modern psychiatry had been trying and exploring on guinea pigs, on humans who were sick, who were in mental asylums. So they have the observations of those sick people alone. So they created the theories based on those researches. So it can't be possibly even remotely close to what the truth is. But this is what everybody, in every culture, in one way or another, would say, don't sit idle, do something. The West understands the power of thought a bit, but doesn't understand the glory and beauty of silent mind. I'm saying glory. When mind thinks and thinks, it is using a lot of energy of body also. And that is why, if you are just sitting and not doing anything and just thinking, you will get exhausted even by that. And when you rest in sleep, especially the deep sleep, mind doesn't think anything, doesn't do anything. And you gain all the energies. You wake up fresh. You wake up new. You are as fresh as a dewdrop. Hence, one thing is uniformly similar in every human, whatever their financial or educational abilities are, they all enjoy the sleep. An illiterate person would end his day with the sleep. A 4 PhD holder will also end the day with the sleep. A poor or a rich, a sick or a healthy, the end of day is going to be sleep. Yeah, you might prolong your day by party or something else or going out, but again you will still end up sleeping. So nature has designed it in this way because you have forgotten how to quieten your mind. Hence, the nature is putting this sleep on the mind to make it quiet. If political prisoners have to be punished or pressurized, the USSR, they used this idea first time, and that is they wouldn't let the prisoner sleep. They would give food, bed, TV, magazine, everything, but wouldn't allow the person to sleep. And the max time to break anybody, even a hardest nutshell, was 6 days. By 6th day, the person would be pleading, please allow me to sleep and I'll say and tell you whatever you want, but do not keep me up. So sleep is something which is a necessity, a big, huge necessity. It's very difficult to understand what happens in sleep, but one thing is commonly experienced, and that is when you have a good sleep, you feel good. You feel energized. All the depletion in the daytime, which happened because of physically moving, and more because of physically not doing, but actually mentally doing a lot. We do less with the body, we do more with the mind. So thinking and stressing and strategies and plans and targets and goals to be fulfilled and expectations and your desires. So mind is in continuity thinking and thinking and thinking, and that is what happens, that by the end of the day you have some broken dreams, some unfulfilled projects, some unhappy family members, some unhappy bosses, and with all the guilt and grudge, you go to sleep. That is why it becomes difficult to sleep also. Even one small worry is enough to kick away your sleep. And if you can't sleep properly, then the next day is going to be horrible. Because your ability to concentrate would go, you won't be attentive, you won't be happy, you won't be feeling good, you will be irritated, you will be tired, you will be exhausted. And this is going to affect your performances. So you will further get degraded because of your poor performances. So sleep is very important. But the most important ingredient of sleep is that in deep sleep, your mind goes into zone where it is not thinking anything. But again, the unconsciousness, the dark zones of the sleep do not permit you to relish that state where mind was not thinking anything. Hence, you can sleep for hours and hours, but you will not be called a yogi. You had the glimpses of no thinking and the stillness of mind too happened in deep sleep, but you don't gain anything out of it. Dhyana or meditation is a way where we create that non-thinking mind state when we are totally conscious. You are fully conscious. No sleep, no slumber, no idleness. And yet the mind is not thinking at all. And mind is calm. Mind is thoughtless. Mind is not busy in some kind of calculations. So what is dhyana? Dhyana means being conscious, and mind is in no thinking zone. Now, see, a glass has water in it. Now, water is liquid, so if we wish to hold the liquid in the glass, we need to keep the glass still or moving. If glass is moving, the content will fall. Tea, coffee, milk, juice, whatever it is. It's dangerous when it is a hot drink. It is okay when it is a cold drink. Cold drink will just mess up your dress or carpet or somebody's head. But hot drink will injure you too. So when you are holding anything hot, you be extra cautious for yourself and for others also. On this I am reminded, one time we were traveling. It was a long car journey. Everybody was tired. The driver wanted something to drink. So we took a halt there was a very, not a very populated areas. So we took a halt and they got the drink. So tea and coffee, usually everybody were opting for that only. When the cup came and they gave me the cup, so there was this label on it, and it said, very hot drink is inside, be cautious. Be cautious was bold. I said, but we know it is hot. Why do they have it to write it? Labelize it. Then I was told that some woman bought the coffee and spilled it on herself, then sued them in court. That it's because of your coffee I got burnt. And I went through the trauma. And they had to pay some $1 million to her. Very strange country. This lady should have been charged for her being idiot. She should have been analyzed. She should have been treated. She should have been fined for being idiot. And yet she got paid. Wow. No wonder everybody wants to go there. Then the company gave a serious thought. They did a brainstorming and then they started this tradition of writing it. Very hot content. Be cautious.